Yeah,
There it is.
Okay.
Still not happening.
Yes, it is.
happening. We're live. Okay.
we Gucci. Come on.
Introduce us, Rihanna. I mean
Okay,
the show.
so welcome to the first ever CineBrew live hangout, doing our month of underrated sci-fi films. We're gonna let my panel introduce themselves, starting with Ash.
Hello there. I'm Ash. Here to talk about the most underrated sci-fis of all time.
Ash is the Bachelor.
And Chase. You guys are not cooperating.
Chase,
whatsoever.
go! Oh
Come
my
on,
God!
Chase. It's
Francesca.
There goes 10 of your subscribers.
You
Here,
know.
I'll give you all the intro. Hey y'all, it's Francesca from Cinema Darling. I'm super excited to be here. I have a huge thing of sweet tea, so this is dope. I can't wait to talk about these underrated sci-fi films. Who doesn't love a good underrated sci-fi film?
Woo!
There we
Chase
go.
doesn't.
Stay classy.
A lot to live up to. Okay, Maria.
That's where you say hi.
Maria, say hi.
Maria.
Maria?
Maria, are you there?
Maria.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Everybody's talking at the same time.
No,
I have
we're talking
no
about
idea
Maria
what's
too.
happening.
Hi, Maria.
Hold
Nice to
on.
meet you.
I'm sorry. It's just okay. This is what happened. I'm playing our thing on YouTube as I'm hearing you. I was like, why is everybody talking at the same time?
Mute
There
it.
are voices in my head. Okay, I got it. I'm good.
Okay.
Hi. Worst introduction ever. I'm Maria from Cine Club. We all do movie reviews and top fives and all that stuff. With me, I have a mojito, well deserved, because the day has been terrible, and I'm very excited to talk about movies with you. And like a student in high school that I may have only just seen one of these movies, but let's just keep going.
It's Gucci. It's Gucci.
Are
We're
we
good.
supposed to introduce our drinks? Because I'm drinking dairy pure milk.
Nice.
This is the reason why the hangout's happening.
It's actually Market Pantry. I lied, but a little insider information. It's the same thing, but one of them's more expensive. Oops.
Off topic already. Okay, Mariana, go for it.
Told you.
Hi, I'm Mariana from Impression Blend, and I'm being lame and drinking water.
Oh, the Starbucks. I was like, oh.
No, it's Starbucks water. No, it's not. It's just normal water in a Starbucks cup.
I didn't know they did water in what? Okay, Ryan has muted himself.
Of course he has.
Useful?
Please cooperate.
I am the annoying orange from the Annoying Orange channel,
No, you're not.
and I'm here to talk about these underrated sci-fi films on CineBrew. Yay!
Oh, God.
Woo, Ryan, yeah!
We are doing great.
Brown flare.
This is great.
This is all for resubscribers, by the way.
Thank you. I'm gonna lose all of them now. Okay,
Well, it's a
and
good
Art.
thing.
Well, I'm Art from the A to Z show. I'm excited. I'm super pumped. CineBrew Light as well, just like Mariana. I'm drinking water. And I'm excited to talk about those underrated films dealing in the sci-fi category. I believe we have Children of Men and Under the Skin. So it's going to be super exciting to talk about
Where
them.
did you look for that?
I have Children of Men over there.
Wow.
It's actually playing right now, so I can get the real feel of what's going on. But I'm excited to be here. Hopefully those of you who are watching live or in the future also enjoy it as well. And yeah, excited to be here.
Can Art host the rest of the show?
This is yours, Rihanna. You do your thing.
Yeah, take it away,
This is all
Rihanna.
on
I don't
you.
even know how this is working. You gotta
Come on, Ree.
decide it.
We can do
What
it.
we're gonna do is we're just gonna go along the panel and just kind of get a feel for what everyone thought of each film, and I kind of have a few questions I want to ask, I guess. So the first one is, which one did you prefer and why? So we'll start with Ash.
I like Under the Skin more, Rihanna,
If
because
you say
it
because of
feels
Scarlett Johansson, I'm gonna kill you.
Look at you. What's the word? Segregating. I mean, not that.
Segregate.
Plagiarizing. What's the word? Ryan, you know the word. Come on. I don't know the word. Degratizing me. I like Under the Skin more because it feels like Stanley Kubrick came back from the dead to make a movie.
Okay, I like that reason. That's
Also, I haven't seen
I
Children
enjoy
of
it.
Men in years. I mean, in a week. I watched it when everyone else did.
Okay, Chase.
Yeah, apparently my intro made me like time travel around, and I just left. So that's my bad. I'm Chase, and I prefer Under the Skin slightly. So just watched it for the first time 2 hours ago, and I don't know. Like Ash said, it's like Kubrick came back from the dead. It's really cool. I thought all the imagery was amazing. Some stuff was pulled right out of The Shining. There's a conveyor belt of blood or something, and that is amazing. I love that. They're both good movies. Like I don't hate or love either of them. But Children of Men, I really like the cinematography. I like the world that they built. I just didn't like the characters as much as Under the Skin, even though the characters in Under the Skin don't say much. But they're like interesting to look at, you know. Like the entire time, I was like, "What the hell is Scarlett Johansson doing right now?" And then like things happen with Scarlett Johansson. It's really cool. Me and Ash are probably alone on this side, but Under the Skin.
I feel like all the boys are gonna say Under the Skin.
I wonder
'Cause
why.
I've got Chase under my skin.
Okay, Francesca from Cinema Darling. Which would you prefer?
Oh jeez Louise. I'm really. I know it's not. I don't know.
Decided this.
It's like I love both. I honestly can't choose. I know I'm always like this, but
Flip a coin.
Just pick
So,
one.
Just pick one. Just
do you want me to flip a
Don't
coin on this
pressure.
one?
go with your heart.
No, you don't know how to flip a coin.
I know. I can't flip a coin. That's the
I
thing.
had to teach you.
Yeah, and it was great. Honestly, I like both right now in my life. I can't choose which one I like better, so let's move it on to the next contestant. I love
can be
both.
married to them. They're
Okay.
movies. They don't
Well,
have
let's
to
go to
be.
Maria then. Maria.
I'm gonna go for Children of Men because, okay, yes, all the reasons for Under the Skin are valid, but I really enjoy the story of Children of Men. It feels very realistic, like something that could happen in the near future. As realistic as a sci-fi movie I feel can be, and it deals with us realizing that maybe nature doesn't want us around anymore, and I think that's a really interesting thing to put in a film. Is Ash okay? Is Chase
Ash
okay?
died. His milk went everywhere,
We
probably.
don't
That's why I
care
was
about
like,
any of them.
He
Just
needs
carry
some
on,
milk.
Maria.
Who's next?
It's Mariana next.
I'm gonna wait for these people to calm down.
Yeah.
Because clearly they
When
can't get it
when the
together.
hangout gets too
You
lit.
could be waiting a while.
My mic dropped.
What did you do, Ash?
My mic dropped. It is propped up on a Blu-ray copy of 9.
Okay,
And it
okay.
is dropping.
We're good.
Go
Anyways,
ahead, Mariana, talk.
I prefer Children of Men as well because, like Maria said, as far as storytelling goes, it's far more superior. And even though Under the Skin is an awesome art film, it's a beautiful art film. The cinematography is great, the soundtrack is great, the tone is great. Children of Men, as far as telling a story goes, is just winning, and it's more rewatchable in my opinion.
Okay, I like that. Okay, Ryan.
Okay. Well, I prefer Under the Skin more than Children of Men because the last time I've seen Children of Men was when it actually came out.
Oh wow.
And
Really?
that's been like what, a decade now?
Yes, 10 years.
2006?
It's been 10 years since
That's
Children
Been
of Men came out.
84 years.
And I don't know. Under the Skin has something that I've never really seen in a movie before with Scarlett Johansson naked. I mean, Scarlett Johansson is an alien, and she feeds off of. I've never seen that in a movie before, and that's something that's rewatchable in my book.
A naked Scarlett Johansson.
Grow up, guys.
No, not a naked Scarlett Johansson when she's an
Stop
alien.
objectifying
Okay,
Scarlett
okay.
Johansson.
Don't
An
objectify
alien.
her. That's disrespectful.
That's the word I was looking for.
There we go.
What?
Wow.
It took you that long to say disrespectful?
No, objectifying.
oppression. Yeah,
Oh, God.
I said degratizing.
Not even close. Not even close.
Segregation.
You said detergent.
Yeah.
Detergent.
Stop
Lord.
detergenting me.
I think you meant
Arturo.
derogatory. Is that what you're going for?
One of them.
Well, for me, I actually don't like Under the Skin. I, in fact, hate
Oh.
Under the Skin. I do not like it at all.
Geez.
Children of Men is not only my favorite Alfonso Cuarón film, I think it is one of Lubezki's best works. I think it's one of the best sci-fi films that is out there. Under the Skin, I honestly, I think it's pretentious. I think it's a lot of fluff and not enough substance in there. So Children of Men all the way.
Wow.
I like it.
Wow.
I like your honesty, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
no one's gonna admit that they don't like Under the Skin. I mean, I like both of them. I can't say I've seen Under the Skin in a while, and I did rewatch Children of Men, and obviously, like, if any of you know me, Alfonso Cuarón is one of my favorite directors, and Emmanuel Lubezki is basically my religion. So obviously, I have to go with Children of Men, probably mainly just for the detail in that film, like the background and the world building. I think is really great, and I don't think I've ever seen a dystopian sci-fi film go in depth like that with the background. I mean, you look at the Hunger Games and you're like, no one really cares about the underlying stuff in the Hunger Games sort of thing. But with Children of Men, it definitely, like, the world building aspect to it is just incredibly well done by Emmanuel Lubezki and Alfonso Cuarón. Okay, on to my next question. But you're like limited, okay? You're limited to the film you have chosen. So the film you have chosen that you prefer out of the two, what is your favorite scene in that film? Ashton.
I need to remember Under the Skin first.
You know, I was gonna say I'm trying to remember everything.
My God.
It's been 2 years, Rihanna Toria. I like the scene where she's eating the cake because I love cake. Wait, no.
Oh yeah.
No, yo, I like the
That's a good
ending.
scene, though.
I like the ending when she like rips off her skin. Spoiler alert, by the way. There's a spoiler hangout, right? Yeah.
Oh,
If they
man.
haven't seen it, then they can just leave. So
Whew, okay.
I'm joking.
Wow.
Please don't leave. Bye.
Please unsubscribe now. Thank you.
No,
I
we
like
should
that.
probably warn people that this is going to be a spoiler discussion in general. Like, all spoilers allowed.
Spoilers.
Also,
Well,
I
should
would
have
say
warned
it's
them
Yeah,
important
okay.
to put a big reminder out there for those of you, if you review movies or if you don't, to head over to Facebook, and the CineBrew group is where we always pick the monthly stuff.
Yeah.
So in case you're not a part of that and you're just watching this wondering why are all these group of people coming together to talk about movies that are like a decade old, that's the reason why. So you can go over there and actually influence what the next months and stuff movies are going to be, so you can make your own reviews as well.
Why isn't Art hosting? Look at
You
him.
choose the thing, Rihanna. You chose the thing. You
I
did
know, I
the crime.
chose
You're
it.
doing the time.
You're doing really well, Ree.
Okay,
I've never seen a show hosted better. In fact.
Ashton, did you choose a scene or no?
Yeah, I like the ending of Under the Skin.
Oh yeah, you did say you did that. Sorry,
When she gets like,
burned.
is it super naked when you take your skin off?
It's truly naturally naked.
guess
It's a
yeah.
very rough.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
scene
yeah.
a lot,
Yeah.
not because it's arousing, but because it's like really freaking weird and fucked up, and I like it.
Catch
she
you.
looked- Yeah, I was.
Very Kubrick.
Is that what you said? Fuck. It's like-
Very Kubrick.
So yeah. So Chase, what's your favorite scene?
Oh, thanks, Ash, for
You're welcome,
nice
Chase.
segue there.
These
I'm
Yeah,
going
you're
to
welcome.
Children of Men now because everyone's going to say their favorite scene in Children of Men is probably the one shot. So I get some variety under the skin, I guess. But I don't know. For me, since I just saw it recently, the scene that stood out the most is the second victim that comes in. That's the guy. They're like talking in the club. He goes into like the black goo or whatever, and you
Yeah.
see her walk across like 20 feet in the air past him. He's like, "Oh my God, what's happening right now?" And he sees this other guy who's just also laying there naked, and he like becomes skin shrapnel almost like immediately with the score, and it's so cool and so well done.
Oh
And the
yeah.
director just like leaves it there for a few seconds, and then it cuts to, like I said, it's like a conveyor belt of blood that is like straight out of The Shining. To me, like in terms of imagery, that was definitely the strongest point of the movie, and that's what I like the most about the movie. So for that, that's gonna be my favorite scene. But the cake scene is amazing, Ash. I'll give you that.
Oh, yeah,
Can I change my
totally.
answer to what Chase just said? Because I forgot that scene.
No.
That scene scared the fuck out of me when I saw it in the theater.
Did.
Because it just happened, and I was like,
Yeah.
ah!
It was like,
I was like having a moment. Everyone else was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Ah!"
I think that scene kind of just embodies the film as a whole. You're sort of watching and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, Francesca, favorite scene out of Children of Men, go.
okay, Children of Men. Okay, so I would say the one shot, but the one that really just got me so intense and so engrossed into the film was when it's like dawn and they want to kill the pregnant gal and everything, and they get into this car, and they're just like, they have to push it and everything, and it goes down the farm and everything. It was so intense, and I was just like my jaw dropped. I was just so enthralled, and the cinematography is beautiful with that natural sunlight that Lubezki does perfectly, and just everything about that scene is just marvelous in my opinion.
You ever had that where you're watching it, you had already seen the movie, yet you're still tense even though you know how it's going to end?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I was watching it for the second time, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
No, I was like, they're not going to make it.
Yeah, as if they're going to switch the
Like, I know they do, but oh my god.
You're like, wait, what if they don't make it right now?
Yeah, right?
It's like they changed the film since last time I saw it.
The
Maria,
alternate ending.
Maria, what is your favorite scene out of Children of Men?
I'm going to go with the long shot, and I know everybody's trying to avoid it, and that's fine, but it's probably the best scene in that movie, and maybe in that year as well, because it's not only about the technique of the director and being able to pull off that shot, it's the fact that you get so much story in just one go. They're in such a, like, what do you call it, like a constricted space, which is the car, and it starts off with them being playful, and I think they were doing something with the ball, and you can kind of get a little bit of a view of the Julianne Moore and Clive Owen's character that, you know, they used to be together, and there's like a playfulness there, and then suddenly it just goes so wrong. You get the feeling of what they're actually facing. I think it's the first time you see the real danger that they're trying to get away from. It hits them right in the face, and it's just amazing to see all of that, to feel like you're also part of it because you're in the car. I mean, it's just amazing. It was really great.
Do you know that there's a human behind you?
Yes, I know. That's my mother. And she's doing all kinds of stuff. Just ignore her. I think Ryan has a human behind him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Ryan's got.
You just start seeing random people walk behind.
This is some ghost story shit. Right, Mariana, what is your favorite scene out of...
I should have said no. Oh, sorry, Mariana. I should be like, no, who's behind me? There's nobody behind me.
I know,
Make
right?
this unfriended.
Oh no, friend request, friend request.
Friend request.
Mariana, please go.
Well, I do love the long take. Obviously, it's probably the most memorable scene, but I have to say my favorite scene is the one at Michael Caine's house when they're all there, and they have this conversation that reveals the background of Theo's character, and they ask that question, you know, what's the point? I don't remember the exact quote, but it's kind of like, what's the point of trying if life is going to make its own choices?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's kind of one of the central questions of the movie, and it's such an interesting scene because you're focused on Theo the whole time, and yet everything is happening in the background, and it's blurred, and it's just, yeah, I would have to say that's my favorite.
You stole my scene.
Just say the birthing scene. We're all good then.
Oh, Jesus, no. Right, Ryan, what is your favorite scene out of Under the Skin, if you can remember any of it?
Okay, well,
I think
actually
we know
no.
what his favorite scenes were.
The more I think about the movie, like the more I remember it. Like I do like that scene where Chase mentioned the whole conveyor belt with all the blood going down, because that's when you realize what Scarlett Johansson's actually doing, and then what her main objective is. It was kind of creepy, but to add to that creepiness, I guess, is the intro to the movies when you see her spaceship hovering, like kind of consuming the Earth. I thought that was really cool imagery. That also added to the Kubrick-esque aspect to the movie, and I really loved it. Imagery-wise, it was amazing. It was one of my favorites, but Chase sadly took my favorite scene.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, mine too.
I mean, I
No,
guess
it's
you have-
fine.
You have
It's
your
fine.
own favorite scene if you wish. I will allow it. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
tell you.
little blue thing.
Bless you
hovering
again.
I will
For me,
allow it.
leader.
You have my blessing.
I think the long take that we always talk about in Children of Men is the one in the car, because you wonder how the heck they fit a camera in there. But there's another long take in Children of Men that no one really talks about, and that's when Clive Owen and the pregnant girl go up the building. It's the one that gets blood splatter on the camera.
Yeah.
Wait, I
Yeah.
thought that's the one everyone's talking about.
Stole it.
Where were you? Because Julianne Moore's dead by that time.
Yep.
But it's the same scene, isn't it? No.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about
No,
like,
we're talking about a different one.
Near the end.
It's like the end.
yeah, not the one in the car. It's the one where they go up the building
Okay,
and there's
got it.
like a
Got it.
freaking tank appears out of nowhere, and
Yeah.
the scene keeps getting bigger and bigger, and you're just following them up there as they go up the stairs and stuff. And it's one of the things I like the most because I love Lubeski, and that's like one of my favorite shots of his. Because as they were filming it, they didn't want to do it again, so they got dirt on the camera, and instead of reshooting it, they just emphasized on the dirt and CGI'd more dirt on it. So it's been a thing that he does with movies that some people don't like DiCaprio breathing on the camera or the water droplets in Gravity. But knowing that that was the inception of the mistake, that he was like, I like the way that looks.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's just, and so every time I see that scene, I get super into it. I like it.
Still another one of my scenes. No, no, I think one of my favorite scenes is probably when they're in the abandoned schoolyard and she's like on the swing and she's just kind of reminiscing about the fact that she's like pregnant and she's gonna have a baby and no one's had a baby in such a long time, and there's this whole monologue about hope and stuff, and I just think it's an eerie atmosphere, mostly because it's an abandoned school, but there's no need for a school anymore because there's no children, and she's just sat there on the swing, and it's really kind of, it's a bit melancholy in a way because it's kind of, you know, it's eerie, but there's a kind of sense of hope sort of thing, and I really like that about that scene, just because you have them standing inside and you see her outside in the on the swing through the window, and yeah, it's the whole cinematography thing, the whole background thing that Lubeski does. It's great. What is my next question? I forget what my next question is.
You can write them down.
I guess so.
As we go along.
What would you say is the strongest point of your film? Would you say it's like the cinematography, the writing, the directing, or like the acting, or anything like that? Ashton, go, talking about either one of them or both of them if you wish to.
Well, you see, I think it's a mix of all the things that makes it so good. But you know, if I gotta choose one, you see, I'd have to, you know.
You have to choose one. You have no choice.
You have to see the movie, right, Ash?
Want to go night night? I
got it. I got it.
The cinematography.
Of which one? Of both?
Of mine. I seem to remember like
the one he
2,000
directed,
years.
Rihanna. Come on.
Yeah.
The cameraman.
Aren't we talking about the cameraman?
What? No.
What?
Oh God.
Talking
It's
about
interesting that you say cinematography about Under the Skin. I feel like what makes that film is the soundtrack, because
I'd say
it is
so,
just
too.
so creepy and so unsettling and so perfect, and like sets the tone. It's kind of like a horror film soundtrack, to be honest.
I agree
She's-
completely.
'cause
That's
she's
one of my
creepy.
favorite things is the soundtrack.
I would argue with Ash's point about the cinematography, because whenever they're in the alien world, it's awesome. Like the dude popping like a balloon, great. But when it's literally just a GoPro, when she's sneaking around, flirting with, I forget what country they're in, but it was literally,
Scotland. I think.
it was just found footage
Yeah.
stuff. The director even said that. He's like, yeah, we just put a camera on certain places and we just record people. That's the reason I don't like it, because you guys call
Yeah, I don't
it
like it
Kubrick-esque,
either.
but Kubrick would always make sure that everything in his frame
Perfect.
he was in charge of. And this movie's the complete opposite. Half of it is, the other half's just a dude with a camera capturing people on the street. Which is...
But then at the same time, you get that cool perspective of when, like, a lot of those people had no clue they were being filmed.
Sure, but that's,
Yeah.
they do that in
Like,
YouTube
getting
videos
far.
too. I don't see how we're not claiming YouTube videos to be the next Kubrick thing.
You don't think the
I don't know
opening
about
is
your
very
videos,
Kubrick-esque?
but
How people didn't know that was Scarlett Johansson in the car, I'll never know.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
She wasn't wearing the red hair, that's why.
But you can still clearly see it's Scarlett Johansson.
I'm pretty sure that's happened a couple of times where someone's like, "Oh, aren't she Scarlett Johansson?" And then she just drives off.
Drives off. Chase
Yeah.
Varian.
that's my favorite part too.
For me, I was gonna say, sort of going off what Art was saying, like the best parts, like I would not like Under the Skin that much if it didn't have those alien scenes in a way, like when she goes in like her own abandoned house. So for that, I'm gonna say the best part of the movie is the production design, specifically in those scenes, because the way like you could think of something, like, because at first when you first see like the alien world, it's like bright white, and then it's just like the silhouette of Scarlett Johansson and the other girl she's like stealing clothes from in the beginning, and that's cool. But then the next time you see it, it's just pitch black. The way things reflect off the ground and the way there's like this black water that you can't even see, it's all just like so cool to watch. And for me, like, it's less the cinematography is still like good in those scenes, but to me it wouldn't be as good if they didn't have such a sick production designer behind that. And for me, that's the best part of the movie.
Okay. Francesca?
Okay, so I'll switch it up because I did say I love both Children of Men and Under the Skin. So I'll just say what I like about Under the Skin, like the most. For me personally, it's a combination of the score with the cinematography, because there's some scenes in there, like Chase said about the silhouette and her taking the clothes from the other alien gal, and stuff like that. And just there would just be these silent scenes with just that score, and just beautifully shot things, and it just was all very beautifully and just very pleasing.
Awesome. I like that you chose a combination, even though that's not allowed. Rude.
I'm sorry. Is it not classy? I'm sorry.
I'll allow
She's a
it.
rebel.
I'm a rebel.
Okay, so Maria.
Well, I think everybody has kind of touched on it a little bit before. It's Cuarón's attention to detail in every scene. I feel like Children of Men is one of those movies that, even though you know the story, you can watch again and again because you always pick up new stuff from it that you didn't see before. And like you said, in the background, there's so much detail. The simple scene of in the schoolyard, and sort of the irony that there's schoolyards and she's there and there's no children anywhere to be found. Of course, the references to, I don't know, what was it? There's like a reference to Homeland and different other things that makes you see that it's not just about the journey of these characters, it's like the state of the world that they're in. And that's super important to have in the movie because you need to feel the despair in order to understand their journey of hope, that they want to take this girl across the border and everything. And I just love that. Any film you watch of Alfonso Cuarón, there's so much detail in it. There's so much that you can keep picking up every time you watch them, and I think that's the best part of it.
Watch A Little Princess.
Agreed.
Yes, A Little Princess.
Just watch all of his films. They're amazing. Rihanna, it's your turn.
I do have to agree with what Maria said because the details in that film are amazing, and it's really fascinating how every scene is just so thought through. There isn't like anything in that movie that's not meant to be there.
It's like a Fincher film, isn't it? It's like, you are here, you are here, you are here.
Right. Unlike Under the Skin, where we just have random hitchhikers.
It's true.
I also love that the ending, which, once again, spoilers for Children of Men, the ending is so open to interpretation, and how people who are more kind of pessimistic about the world are going to see it as like, oh, they're screwed now.
Mm-hmm.
And then people who are more optimistic are going to see it as there's hope. And I always see people arguing about that, like, what did that ending mean, or it didn't mean anything at all. And I think that's really interesting to end a movie that way.
How do you see it?
I think there's hope. How do you see it?
Yeah, I think there's hope too.
Well, the children's laughter at the very end kind of made me think that they fixed it,
That last scene is gorgeous. I can't get over how, like, the blues and the greys mixed together.
Yeah.
No wonder. Frickin' Lubezki and stupid, just evil. Good-looking Frank. No, okay, right.
Calm down, Marie. Calm down.
God damn Mexicans. No, I'm joking. Right.
This went in a very different direction very quickly.
Hey, you realize that there's like 3 of them on here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my toys go!
Right? It's going from bad to worse. This is so bad.
Where'd my
Okay,
toys
so-
go?
So we're basically talking about what we liked about the movie, or like talking about the ending, because I'm like getting.
Your analysis, what Easter eggs you found within the film itself.
Oh, I found a Star Wars Easter egg, and I'm just kidding.
Yay!
What
No, and,
filmmaking aspects did you like the most?
I just like what Art mentioned. It was kind of like a found footage type of thing, even though the director does admit it. But it was kind of cool to see in a film where an actress would go out in the streets and talk to random people and just kind of build a conversation from it. It felt natural from that. And when they're actually brought onto the film then it was actually leading into something and like her objective and everything. Plus the whole, like I was saying, the whole objective of her basically eating men is like it felt natural through conversation and everything. That's why I liked it because, yeah, I'm gonna repeat myself.
What is the purpose? Like, why is she doing that?
She's hunting them down.
Yeah.
For any particular reason?
Well, in the book,
Yeah, she knows. She read the book.
yeah, in the book, it's actually a very specific reason because in the book they are on Earth because humans, they see them as animals and they are like a delicacy at the alien world. So pretty much she captures these men and they fatten them up and then process them and then they eat them later.
I wish that was in the film. That would have been great.
Wow. Right? Don't you wish that was in the film? And that makes like the whole meat conveyor thing makes so much sense because it's definitely the background there.
I always used to think she was just eating them for like life support, you know, like when witches eat young kids.
Well, I mean, she had that one guy, the other dude in the motorcycle, who was like always on her because of it. So like I felt like she had to report to him, like that was her boss or something. But
she essentially kind of sucks at her job though, because she her feelings get the best of her at the very end.
Mm-hmm. Kind of, yeah.
That's what
well,
I like.
the thing is
that's why I like it because it kind of made her human. Because when she was under the skin, she started to adopt these human aspects to her. That's kind of what I liked about it.
Oh,
look at you,
Ryan. Analytical.
Oh, God,
I'm like slightly proud. Okay.
You made me happy for a while.
Anyhow,
Stop! You're turning me into more of an orange.
Arturo Zarita.
I agree with what Maria said. It's the subtleties in the film, like when you rewatch it again, it's the fact that they built this whole world. Like, you're not just following it from Clive Owen's point of view. The movie starts off with a group of people watching the world news and where the youngest person has died, and then everything explodes, and it just gets you right into the feel of the movie where it's telling you, yeah, it's not just these people who are suffering. The whole world, nobody has children anymore, and I think that's what really sets the tone for the movie. And while the cinematography helps, while the incredible actors that they have help, it's the way that he creates that world. And I know that's why some people didn't like Gravity because it was a little too simplistic and such, but the way that he creates Children of Men and why it's still why it is my favorite film from Corona is because he makes the world feel real. It's not the sci-fi where it goes over the top where people have to kill children to survive in the Hunger Games, and you wonder why is that a thing, or the Maze Runner. It's like this seems like something that could happen. Where in Interstellar we couldn't survive off of food here anymore. Well, what if something happened where women couldn't have children anymore? What happens at that stage where everything that we have for kids doesn't exist anymore? Like that one scene with the school. Like it just becomes a museum. It's just a relic that's there. I think that's the coolest part about the movie.
That is too poetic. I can't.
No, Ryan takes the cake though. That under the skin line.
Oh man, yeah, exactly.
He's
Ryan
still very proud of it. He's still there, like, yeah.
He needs to become a poet or something.
He's updating his Twitter. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna write this down, right?
Yeah. Real MVP right over here.
You should like drop the mic and just leave the hangout. You have nothing else to say.
No, if he messes with his mic and starts repeating, you do not want to see that.
Oh no!
Yes. Please don't do that to me. I don't want to repeat what all of you guys have said about Children of Men and Under the Skin. I guess something I really like about Children of Men is the writing and the dialogue. I think just because it involves like a lot of, monologues about hope and stuff like that, and I really enjoy that sort of thing. And I think it's kind of subtle in a way. It doesn't really shove it down your throat, which I really like, because you get like the Hunger Games and the Maze Runner, and there's always like this chosen one. And in Children of Men, I guess there is a chosen one, but it's not so kind of like shoved in your face that you're just so sick of it, sort of thing.
Or even who you expect it to be.
Exactly. Like you don't, because I feel like Theo is more of the chosen one to get her to safety. I feel like she's not really the kind of.
Which is why Julianne Moore's character really picks him for this as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like because he's the main focus of the film. He's the main character. I mean, she's the one carrying the new sort of the new hope for the world. She's the one that's going to start a new kind of generation of people. However, he's the one that's going to have to help her get to a safe place, and he's the one that is chosen to do that. And I like that about the film. I like the writing, and obviously Alfonso Cuarón is not only a great director, he's also a great writer with his films, especially like with Gravity and everything. I mean, I could talk about Gravity for 3,000 words because I already did it in an essay last week. But let's not go into it.
His son writes it with him, right?
Yeah, Jonas. Am I saying that right? Probably not. Jonas Cuarón.
Jonas. There you go.
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it with.
You're trying to add the Jonas into it, yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm trying to appreciate your culture. Like, my bad.
Sure, Mrs. Corona. Yeah, whatever.
I'm sorry. Okay, now I just want to kind of open discussion because I think there are some interesting things to think about when it comes to Children of Men, and I guess there is kind of Easter eggs in Children of Men. You don't think?
Oh, the Pink Floyd stuff.
There are a lot.
Like Pink Floyd and all of the
it's more subliminalism than anything. Like,
yeah.
Like if there was the actors from Y Tu Mamá También coming by, that'd be an Easter egg.
Oh yeah, I guess. I'm not good with the terminology or whatever. I mean, if Diego Luna turned up and stuff,
it's subliminal. Like, it's very subliminal. That's what I like about it. Like Maria said, you watch it over and over again, and you realize that there's okay, maybe not. You watch it over and over again, and you realize.
She got offended.
You realize that there's other things within the movie. There's that one video that I know. One of the people in the group, in the CineBrew Facebook group, posted, and it's from, I believe it was, big YouTuber. What's his name? Who was talking about everything behind the scenes.
Yeah, the background movie. Yeah.
Every frame of painting. I think it was him. His video, and it just shows you that there's a lot more than just let's just pass by here and make it seem like they're walking through War of the Worlds style, where they're all in this concentration type camp looking thing. That's what's cool about it. That's where the directing and the cinematography come to play, and it's not just a pretty looking image. It's an image with substance. It's an image that feels real.
Well,
I have a question for the Under the Skin fans.
Yeah.
Let's grill them.
Don't you guys feel like the whole found footage thing, let's just call it that, even though it's not technically found footage, but the whole unplanned dialogue thing kind of makes the dialogue and the story irrelevant? Don't you feel like that kind of hurts the movie in a way? Don't you think it would be better and then generate more discussion if it actually had a planned dialogue and had a planned kind of
I wouldn't say irrelevant, just because the entire point of like this like frantic dialogue in a way is like they're supposed to lure these people in. So I know what you're saying, I know what you're pointing at, but I think like irrelevance maybe like not the right word to use. It's more like
more like secondary, I guess. Secondary to the visuals.
Like, I don't know, like because sometimes it had me confused as to like who was real and who wasn't, because you have the one part where like the deformed guy comes out. I'm like, whoa, what is happening right now? Like they did not just get this guy off the street. So it had me like sort of guessing like what was gonna happen next. And that aspect of it I like, but I could see why some people would be like, nah, that's kind of bullshit, and I don't really like that at all.
Someone actually made a really good point in saying that the GoPro footage like conveys the awkwardness and the weirdness of the situation. And I like that point. That's a really good point. I didn't even think of that, to be honest, but I just read the IMDb trivia and it said, oh yeah, none of them like knew they were being filmed, and I was like, well,
none of them knew it was Scarlett Johansson.
How?
Yeah. Well,
I'm sure someone did. They just found the people who didn't know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
we don't know how many people they cut out of that movie.
That's true.
Yeah.
I guess
They should have left that in.
I kind of feel that makes it kind of feel a little bit experimental, but not as experimental as things like, you know, like Eraserhead and all of the actual famous experimental films. It's kind of just an experimental type of film making, should we say.
I get you, gal. I totally do.
Why are you laughing? I'm confused.
I'm always giggling. That's my thing.
Just your points are so good that I'm like laughing. You know when you're like you can't do something, and you're just like. It's like
I will say though.
What's going on?
I will say though. To keep it going, isn't it really scary how like some of the things in Children of Men are starting to parallel with what's going on today in the real world?
It is.
Isn't that scary? Some of it is.
Women aren't having children
Women
anymore?
aren't having children.
No,
No,
That's not arguing anymore.
we're getting
Sweet.
dogs instead.
Ryan's like, no, it's not that.
Ryan's like, almost, but no.
No, we're deciding to have dogs instead of children because dogs are way better. No.
But maybe the dogs can have children now. See?
Oh.
What?
Like, is it on just like human level?
That's
I'm getting so confused.
Exactly.
Maybe they're all
But
scared.
isn't that something that's actually in the book? I don't know. I haven't read that book. I just read Under
I know.
the Skin.
I didn't even realize that it was based off a book because
It's
I
a
was
book?
so, yeah.
Shouldn't have
Yes,
been.
it is. Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
It's a book. I read that in the book it's more obvious that that's why there are so many animals in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Because
True.
they're like the new children. Because people need someone to take care of.
This
And
makes so much
and
sense.
I've been wondering about why there's so
That
many
makes
animals
sense
in the film.
now. Okay.
I like it. I like that.
Well then.
Well then. Anyone
That-
else
That's a
have any-
cool aspect, yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any other questions or things they want to add?
I have so many questions about Under the Skin. Like, so many
Okay.
of you have said that you like it. I haven't seen it, sorry, but I don't understand why. Like, apart from Scarlett Johansson eating up men, like, what's so great about the movie? I'm not trying to be, like, annoying about it. I just really, I haven't seen it. I will see it, and I just want to know, like, what draws you to it?
I understand
I
you
think
like
it comes down to, like,
100%.
If you like movies that are like very visually appealing, like there's gonna be some things that blow your mind in it, and that's what drew me to it. But if you're someone who like prefers characters and story-driven things, you'll probably still like Children of Men a lot more. That's just for me. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes just like weird movies like that. Sometimes the weird movies are really bad, but then in this case, I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. It's not something I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna watch Under the Skin like once a year. It's not like that for me.
Oh
but
yeah. Yeah.
For someone that just watched it, I thought it was pretty cool in terms of some of the stuff they pulled off.
Okay.
Yeah, I also do think it's aesthetically just beautiful, and it's beautiful to watch. Just very, just gorgeous. And so I thought Jonathan Glazer just did an incredible job with making sure that nothing was like dirty or anything. It was just beautifully done.
I think it's an
It's a lot more
accomplishment.
beautiful than like
Oh, wait.
something like The Fall.
Maria, for a second, I thought you were
Dumbbell.
asking if why Scarlett Johansson eats men, why she goes after men. I was like, really?
She eats.
Why not? That's why.
No, why not?
Does
it's
it
easier
not,
to
does
go
it
up
not
to him.
ruin the experience a little bit for you that it is Scarlett Johansson? Like, I'm
No.
sure she's great in it, and that she has that sort of femme fatale look, but to say, like, Scarlett Johansson eats men, it's just like, well, yeah, of course she does.
It's like
you know,
you're
like,
saying it about her
what if it was
character
someone
sort
you
of
didn't
thing.
know? Would it be better?
I don't know.
I
if
think
her
it wouldn't
character-
have gotten enough attention if it
No,
wasn't
Honestly,
Scarlett
Art's
Johansson as a
right.
lead.
Art is right on that
I
one.
was just about
But
to say that.
it's such
Yeah.
an accomplishment when you're a dude and you get very uncomfortable when Scarlett Johansson's naked in front of you. That's an achievement.
Yeah.
Because it is such a small scale film. It's like it's filmed in Scotland. It's like
Yeah.
it's not gonna get massive attention.
What's wrong with Scotland, Ree? What are you trying to say about
Yeah.
Scotland?
What do you have to
Just
say
trying to
about
get her
that?
in trouble.
Is
It's almost
England better than
England.
Scotland?
She's got too much England pride.
Everyone, the
Yeah.
world hates Scotland. What a show.
Own island. Chill out.
I don't know if you know the long history of England and Scotland.
I
They really
do.
hate each
Yeah,
other.
Ree.
I do indeed.
If you want an accurate version, just watch Braveheart. I mean, it's got everything.
Oh, when did I watch?
Oh,
I watched
gosh.
Under the Skin for the first time in August of 2014 because I remember that Chris Stuckman brought out a review for it, and Chris Stuckman is
Oh,
the
yeah.
reason I watch most films. To be honest, like if I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
heard of a film, I will watch it if he brings out a review for it. And I couldn't even fathom my opinion on Under the Skin after I saw it. I was like, I have no idea what I just watched. I just know that it looks really nice, and I appreciate the way it's made, and I appreciate the fact that Scarlett Johansson took a break from, Avengers and all the mainstream
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
See, I feel like. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you can go ahead. It's okay.
I feel like that shouldn't be the takeaway from the movie. I have no idea what I just watched, but it was pretty. I feel like that's a takeaway from a painting, but a film
Right.
has to tell a story. And while I
Yes.
respect the director's decision to tell a story in a non-traditional way and to not have a more streamlined kind of plot, I just don't think that it was complete as a film without plot. so
I
to
think-
speak.
Yes.
I think it did have a plot though.
Nah. We're
Like everyone's like,
here.
oh, it doesn't make sense, but it's like
No.
it's like a very basic story though, you know.
Hello, everybody.
Look,
Welcome
I'm a tag team with Mariana and go off of what she said and say that when I first saw the movie, it was at a Q&A screening with the director, and I'm okay with ambiguity. I love Enemy's one of my favorite films.
Yeah.
But the reason I like Enemy, regardless of me understanding it or not, is that I know the director understands it, and I know that he knows everything. The reason I don't like Under the Skin is because when we asked the director said he was more about the visuals and not so much what was presented on screen and what they arrived at. He said he had only skimmed through the book, or he had only read it like once or something like that.
Oh no.
Which is why I can't respect. I mean, I enjoy Under the Skin for what it's supposed to be, but I can't respect it as much as these other films that you come out of it being just as confused, but at least I know that the director had something behind it. Like Enemy, where he actually made everyone sign a contract so they wouldn't tell you the meaning of the movie. Here I feel like it's what's going to be the next movie where someone just puts random images together and people go, I don't understand it, that's why it's good. And the guy just laughs from at home going, ha ha ha, I didn't even do anything to put that together.
It'll be
I
Terrence
think-
Malick for sure.
All right,
I
that's
think-
all. Because for me, it was
Terrence
like
Malick.
it was a very basic story of an alien invasion. That's what I
Sure,
got.
no,
from it.
yeah, and that is there. That's right.
Yeah.
But everything else that he tried to do was just like prolonged. It was like a joke that just continues over and over and over again, and where he was observing these people, and then more footage of observing these people, and more footage of observing these people, and there would be people in the audience who would be like, "Did you know
it's
you
a
had a
paranormal activity?
exactly? Thank you." At
Okay.
a certain
That's
point,
not a good comparison, you know, like
that's
like,
why, yeah. At what point is it, as a majority of your movie, just B-roll footage? I get the purpose of it, but the moment I got the purpose of it, why am I still watching it for another 15 minutes?
Got it.
I think probably the strongest point of Under the Skin is the last half, like probably like the last quarter of it. And the last,
Oh
the
yeah,
last half of
Yeah,
it.
like from the cake scene on. For
Yeah,
sure.
When he's
I agree,
actually
I agree.
directing the movie and there's
Yeah.
actors involved.
exactly when there's a
starts to,
story.
Like there's
When-
this
When she starts to kind of feel like she wants to be human, but she knows she
Yeah.
never can get into that sort of thing. That's when it
Like-
becomes a lot more intriguing and investing that you actually want to keep watching. But it doesn't help that the first half of the movie you're sort of like, I have no fucking clue what's going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, like
shit.
there's. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I just
Don't break the
Okay.
mic, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't break the mic.
I scooted
No.
back and then my whole mic went like this.
Like one of the scenes I remember from Under the Skin vividly was when it's like in a dimmed room and Scarlett Johansson's like looking at herself naked in a mirror and like she's like, oh my gosh, like she's just looking at her body. It's like this is human and you can tell she wants to be human, but she can't. And I mean, in like the music and everything again, there's scenes like that where you're like, wow, this is.
I wish I could remember
You
the
know.
music. I saw it so long ago.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
the music is creepy.
Oh, I
I
know.
remember it
Especially
being
when
so good, but
when they
I-
go into the black pit with the boys and everything, the violins. I'm like,
It sounds like violins are just like just scratching your skin. Like that's the one part that I was saying.
It's getting
Wow.
under your skin.
it's.
Hey.
Stop it, Ryan. Stop it.
Ryan just comes in every 5 minutes and just adds that line.
There we go.
That was Ryan's contribution to this hangout. Thank you. You have done your duty. I appreciate it.
Well, did anyone dislike anything about Children of Men? Because we keep kind of
Oh,
shitting.
yes, yes,
You
I
have
did.
some opinions.
I did
and
as well.
So does
Do I?
Francesca. Chase, you just like it though.
Yeah, I just like it. That doesn't mean I like. I think Children of Men is a very well done movie. I'm not going to deny that. I thought some of the characters I just didn't really care about. Like Michael Caine, I didn't really care about. Julianne Moore, I thought was a really cool character, and then they sort of just kill her off like immediately. So
Yeah.
I was like,
I get that, yeah.
other than that, like I think what makes Children of Men is the cinematography and the world they create. I think the world is an incredible concept. I just think that they could have improved on some of the characters. Like some of the characters are good. And I like the main guy. I like the pregnant woman. I think those are pretty good characters. But a majority of the side characters I just didn't really care about that much. But overall, it's still a really good movie. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh,
Yeah,
this
you
is
not
bad
care
about
about
Children of Men.
Michael
It's a
Caine.
really good movie.
Yeah.
I just don't love it as much as other people do.
So you hated it. You think it sucks. Got it. Okay, next.
If any of you say a bad word about Emmanuel Lubezki, I'm gonna kick you off.
Yeah, that was my flaw about Re. I just hated the cinematography in here. It was
Yeah,
trash. I just couldn't stand it.
This
I
man
know.
has 3 Oscars that you can't fight them. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I get you. No, for me personally, maybe. I mean, I don't know if it was directly said in the movie and I just wasn't completely 150% focused in when they said it, but there were a few questions like, what was the real reason why the women stopped giving birth and like having children? Was that ever clearly answered, or did it just happen and they didn't understand? I was a little confused on that.
They don't know why it happened. I
No,
know
it's
that
not
in the book
Okay.
it's because the men have become infertile, but they don't explain it at all in the movie.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I
that's
guess
what I
that is
was
one.
wondering.
I guess that's an issue, but I like ambiguity as well. I kind of like that we're kind of thrown into this situation.
Yeah, I kind of like how they don't answer that because then the movie
Yeah.
becomes like
Yeah.
completely different of finding out how it's happened, and that's like not as interesting as like finding a pregnant
Right.
woman
I
out of
think
nowhere and-
sci-fi movies. I think a mistake they've done a lot in sci-fi movies lately, especially like Hunger Games and all this young adult stuff, is like they want to answer every
Every
freaking
single
question.
question.
And it ruins the experience for you of knowing this sort of dystopian world that it's completely new for you. I don't need to know why no one is getting pregnant now. It's just happening. It's a threat to humanity, and probably if you were living in that time, you probably wouldn't know either if what the hell was happening. I wanted to ask you guys if you've seen other Alfonso Cuarón's movies. Do you feel like he focuses more? Don't kill me, please. Do you think he focuses more on his style and cinematography than a story? Because I remember enjoying Children of Men the first time I saw it, but it didn't like blow me away. The story it was like, okay, this is the situation, this is what they need to do, and this is how it ends. And I feel like a lot of his movies are kind of like that, like a very simple plot, but the way he films it kind of takes you away with it.
Yeah, it varies,
mean-
I think.
Yeah, because I know some people who hate Gravity because it has a thin storyline.
I
Right.
hate Gravity.
See, like that.
It has a really thin storyline. I can't get behind it.
It's as thin as it gets.
I'm sorry. I can't get behind you two because I just wrote 3,000 words on it. I'm sorry. I can't get behind
Wait,
you.
so you love it?
I don't love it necessarily. I like it and I appreciate
I
it a
like
lot
it.
because I know
Yeah,
a lot
I
of,
really like it personally.
know-
Art's a
the
big
background.
Gravity fan.
I'm a huge Gravity fan. I got
Loves it.
posters everywhere. I wake up in the morning like Sandra Bullock in that fetus position. Just,
Whenever
Can we look
Art,
at Arya
trips and
for a
falls
second,
over, he's
though?
like,
Arya, say hi.
Oh,
Look at the kitty.
she's so cute.
Hey, Keanu.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Arya, look in the room.
I can't
Kick
do
your
it.
butt.
Yeah, I guess. Well, if you've seen The Little Princess, that is
Yes,
that is very story based. I think.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of story with that.
It's gorgeous to look at because it's Lubezki, obviously, but it's very, very story based. But when you look at, thank you, Ash. When you look at,
What are you doing?
I honestly can't pronounce Waitu Mama Tambien for my life because I'm English and I can't do that.
Y tu mamá también.
why?
Why?
Oh, is that what we were saying?
What?
I was like,
okay. Itu Mama Tambien, I'm sorry. When you look at that, that is very kind of character focused, but obviously the cinematography just kind of sweeps you away, even though it's just one sort of thing. And the same with Gravity because it's very thin story. But when you look at Prisoner of Azkaban,
Yeah, that's pretty story heavy, I would say.
but I mean, he has something to go by. I mean, yeah, okay, there was a book of Children of Men and everything, but like, you can't get very ambiguous with Prisoner of Azkaban. If you do that, people will kill you.
oh yeah, but he
Not
was
mess
the
with
one
Harry
that
Potter.
made the Harry Potter films. I think like Prisoner
That's
of Azkaban
true.
flipped that shit.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
It's amazing.
I think
Wait,
the
Yeah.
point is
Especially
that
Art. He's the biggest Harry Potter fan ever.
Cuarón's movies are more rewatchable because of the details, because of the world that he creates. Like, I know what you're saying with the story is pretty simple, and then there's a lot of attention to what else is going on in the world. But I think that's what makes them so interesting to rewatch, because then you have something else to look forward to other than the main storyline.
Yeah, different things. Makes it more rewatchable. I do have a question. I'm curious to know your guys' answer.
Yes.
Out of the top Hispanic directors right now, would you pick Iñárritu or Alfonso Cuarón? Who would you pick?
goodbye.
No question.
Iñárritu.
Oh, God.
I reject
Sarita.
your question. Goodbye.
Gotta answer it, Reed.
Sarita.
Zarita. Yes, I go with Zarita as well. Oh, jeez Louise.
Why
Oh,
would
jeez
you do
Louise.
this? If you make me choose between Iñárritu,
I'd
Cuarón,
pick
and Del
Iñárritu.
Toro,
Who
goodbye.
would you pick, Ryan?
I said it. I picked Iñárritu.
Ree?
But Cuarón is one of my favorites of all time.
I'm gonna come back to you, Mariana.
I would say Inarritu,
the
but
host
can we
now.
just also talk about Del Toro?
I was going to say,
Thank
I was
you.
going to go, depending on who you pick,
Still
then I was
Inarritu
gonna-
for me.
I was going to add Guillermo on there.
Are,
see where that
you have
went.
been shamed, just shamed.
Shame. Where's the bell? Where?
Oh, no.
The
Chase has
bell.
it. Chase has it.
What?
I'm curious to see what other people would answer in the chat, whether
Making
whether
the choice
between
between Inarritu,
putting all three,
Cuarón, and Del
Guillermo,
Toro.
Inarritu, or yeah.
Guillermo.
I mean, I love Guillermo.
Oh, we
Because
can't.
I want to like
But
sleep in
Inarritu.
Guillermo.
We can't forget Sin City though. What's his name?
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. I love my Spy Kids. I love my Spy Kids.
God,
Okay,
don't even
okay,
mention
yes.
it.
I love my machete.
Okay. I'll choose Inarritu, okay? Purely because,
I would choose Inarritu as well.
purely because
Ouch.
Birdman
My
is
foot.
literally a masterpiece.
My uncle wins then.
Mr. Uncle wins.
Oh, all in the fam.
I need them all to work on a film. I need them, please.
Lubeski is like Lubeski's the what's his name from Lost? He's the constant between all of them. He just
I need
goes-
Desmond.
Lubezki.
Yes, I was gonna say Desmond.
It's true.
He just woke up and he had the vision of the future.
I need
See you in
Lubezki I need Lubezki to work on a Del Toro film, like, pronto, please. Like, I need it.
So
Why not?
out of the two movies, Children of Men and Under the Skin, which one, if you only could recommend one of those to a friend, which one would you recommend?
I don't have
Children
any
of Men.
friends. Can I not answer the question?
Children of Men.
Someone
Not
that
everyone's
Under
gonna
the
like
Skin
Under
more,
the Skin.
definitely Children of
If
Men.
we're recommending
Yeah.
it to a friend,
Mhm.
I would say
definitely
Children of Men.
Men.
I would say
Mhm.
Children
Wait,
of Men.
is it a
Not
friend
Under
we
the
still
Skin.
want to talk to, or a person who's going to look at us very weird and we want to get rid of? If not, yeah, Under the Skin, so you never talk to me again.
No, it's like a good friend.
Children of Men.
Children of Men, yeah.
I would say Children of Men because Under the Skin, it's not everyone's gonna like that film at all.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
love-hate. I
Yeah,
think Children
it's
of Men is
love-hate.
more likable, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
agree.
think Children of Men makes you think more. And it's a
Mhm.
question that seems really simple, but no one's really ever wondered it. Like, oh, what if we go extinct? Not because a meteorite hit us and we all die. It's because if we slowly,
Yeah.
become extinct. I think that's a question that everybody will be very curious about.
And it's more accessible. It's just
Yeah.
less,
Mhm, it is.
less weird.
Way more
I
accessible.
mean,
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I think it's interesting that everybody went for Children of Men. Like, nobody was like, you know what, I'm going to educate my friend and make them think about Under the Skin. No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We have dumb friends. That's
Children of Men.
Well, no, I choose Under
I
the
live
Skin
in
'cause I need
California.
less people.
I live in California. There's stupid people everywhere, so I'll
depends what
I'll
friend.
choose Children of Men. Everywhere I turn to, there's someone says something. I'm just like, oh my god.
you recommend. There's no children in the movie.
They would seriously say
There's
that.
a few men, but not a single man gave birth to a child. They said it was children from the men. You know,
Children.
seahorses give birth.
So, before we wrap this up, I want to ask you guys
Yeah.
to recommend an underrated sci-fi film that is not obviously Children of Men or Under the Skin, because that's dumb. Ashton, go.
Serenity. You need to watch Firefly first, but
I haven't seen. I want to watch it. Yeah. Okay.
I'm telling you, I watched Serenity. I didn't like it. I watched Firefly, loved it,
I'm all about
Rewatched
Nathan
Serenity.
Fillion.
cried my eyes out. It's great.
Wow.
I always see the movie poster and she's got like the swords and stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I have the Steelbook and it's cool.
Chase Azarian.
I'm gonna say if you want to ever make movies, definitely check out Primer. To check out Shane Carruth's Primer because this is a movie that this guy made on $7,000 and made a great sci-fi movie. It's amazing. It's one of those movies like you kind of think you know what's happening, but then when you watch it the second time, you're like, wow, I was completely wrong in my first viewing. It's one of the few movies I've seen in a while where it just blew my mind because it made me think so much. And yeah, if you haven't seen Primer yet, definitely check it out. It's amazing.
Is that with Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
No, it's
No.
It's $7,000. They can't get Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Shane
I'm
Carruth.
thinking of something else.
Shane Carruth.
I'm thinking so many things. Okay, whose go is it? It is Francesca's go. Francesca, go.
Come back to me. I will have an answer. I just need to.
Choose
Process.
Destiny Deoxys because I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
Destiny
Maria. Maria.
No, Destiny Deoxys is a great sci-fi film, I'm telling you.
I've never heard of that film in my life.
I rewatched it, it's incredible.
Is that a Pokemon movie?
Yes, it is, but it's incredible. It's Pokemon with aliens, guys. It's like has a future town. It's so cool. I love it.
Wait, do Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure class as a sci-fi film?
No, it's a historical drama.
Maria, are you still here?
Sorry, hold on. Something just happened here. Get back to me.
Okay, Mariana.
I
The
have
faculty.
two.
Okay.
Snowpiercer and Dark City.
Oh, Dark City. That's the good
I
one.
need to see this Dark City thing because you mentioned it. When
I
we
don't
were
know
talking
anybody who
about
has seen Dark City. Apparently, you
I
have seen Dark City,
a
and
controversial
it's
thing,
so
though.
good.
I have
It's
a
amazing.
I was
Dark
looking
City.
at overrated sci-fi films and I saw Dark City on that list.
It is
Yeah,
not
well, they lied
overrated.
to you.
What's it about?
Yeah, what is that about?
A dark city.
I swear.
Well, no, you can't talk about it because then it spoils it for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's one of
Better
those
than
things
that.
that it reveals itself later
Yeah,
on.
the less you
but-
know, the better.
Yeah.
But it's
We
this
just watched
dystopian
the
world
gods
where a
and
guy
the
wakes
Egyptians
up and
dead.
he doesn't realize why he's there.
Okay, I like this concept.
It's like a sci-fi noir dystopian.
Come on now.
Okay.
How does that not sell you?
Does it look nice?
Yes.
Will I like it?
Yes,
Yeah,
you will like it.
Almost as good as Gods of
Okay.
Egypt.
I'll watch it.
Oh
Gods of Egypt is amazing.
Ryan.
Okay, I have two, but the first one I'm gonna ask you guys personally. Do you think The Road is a sci-fi film with Viggo Mortensen?
It's
I've never seen it.
dystopian.
I guess
Sure.
it's
It is a
Dystopian
little.
sci-fi, yeah.
Consider that like an underrated sci-fi? Because I think that film it was amazing. Like, the first time I watched it, it's like a father and son trying to live in this dystopian world. I don't know. I think that's an underrated film for me. But
Kind of in
I
the
want to
same
ask if you
ballpark.
guys think it falls under the sci-fi category.
You know
I've
what?
never seen it.
We will for this round of
Okay,
CineBrew.
perfect.
Just for you, man.
Just
And
for you.
yeah, thanks.
What was the other one you were going to mention?
This is a movie that like everybody knows, but nobody really talks about it that much, and that's Her. That's Spike Jonze's.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But that movie's
there's-
not underrated.
Yeah, even though it won like best original screenplay,
Best
But-
Picture probably should have won that year.
But-
I don't know.
but nobody
Okay, good
really
one.
talks about it. And,
Yeah, not anymore, yeah.
and
Except
just
for
the
me.
whole concept of humans interacting with AI and such, and AI becoming human and stuff like that. I there's a scene in there where, or there's actually multiple scenes where Joaquin Phoenix he's talking to the AI.
Mhm.
But there's one particular scene where it was just a one-on-one, and Scarlett Johansson basically asked him, "Why am I echoing? Do you hear that?"
Is that what she
Veronica,
asked me?
you-
Yeah, I was gonna say
Is that what you really got into that.
She
Wow.
doesn't say that.
Okay. All right. Look, Joaquin Phoenix is talking to Scarlett Johansson when Joaquin Phoenix goes to Amy Adams' like workplace, and then he's speaking to her one-on-one, and Scarlett Johansson asks Joaquin Phoenix like, "Why do I love you?" It's like, I don't need a reason. I don't need any of that because it's kind of a way for you to like not feel alone. And that scene just like gets to me all the time because it's something that a lot of people can relate to, even though a robot is speaking to a human being. And no one really talks about that much.
No one
And-
does talk about
Or I do.
It's one of my favorite movies, and I don't think I thought of it as an underrated
I
sci-fi
love
movie
her.
because I think of it more as a romance movie. But
Yeah.
you're right,
Yeah.
it's totally a
Yes.
sci-fi movie.
Underrated as a sci-fi movie, not underrated
Yeah.
as a
the
film in
romance.
general.
Yeah, yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that is true. That's true.
I have
Yeah.
Arturo. Oh no, carry on. Sorry. I'll shut
Oh,
up.
sorry.
Goodbye.
Real quick, just to add on, I thought it was really interesting in Her how whenever you're seeing the like the city of LA, you're seeing people walking, they're all on their phones and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's something that we see like almost every day.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so
yeah.
how
We're like-
technology is advancing. I
We're a
it's
week
amazing.
away from fucking these.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
That's Ashton for you. Thank you.
That's how I
For that.
explained the movie to people when I saw it, because no one got it. And I was like,
Mm.
you know you're a week away from fucking this.
What,
And
Ex
my dad
Machina?
was like, why are you talking about? Yeah.
Oh,
Spoilers
gosh.
for that movie.
Yeah,
I guess.
but those two films, The Road and Her.
But mainly Destiny Deoxys, right, Ryan?
Yes.
Remember the
because
fight scene with Metagross? It's awesome.
I've never seen it. So I can't say.
Dude, it's one of the best ones!
I've only seen the first 3 Pokemon. I've seen the first one, Pokemon 2000, and the Entei one. That's it. That's the only ones I've seen.
Motherfucker, you need to
The
come
father
over
becomes Entei, and I was like,
Yeah, and he's like, I
I'm
am
done.
Entei. No, that one's great,
I'm
but
done.
dude, Destiny
That's
that's
Deoxys.
why I was like, I'm done.
Destiny Deoxys.
We will have another hangout on Pokemon, okay?
Yeah, can I change the next month's topic
No.
to underrated Pokemon films?
films.
I'll tell you this: everyone loves the original 3, but the best ones are the Hoenn ones. All 4 of them.
Arturo.
Well,
Please tell me.
underrated sci-fi. Has anybody seen Bicentennial Man? I know it's not underrated.
What
No.
is that?
Robin Williams is a robot.
Oh, wait, I've heard of it, I've heard of it.
Still haven't heard of it.
I wasn't gonna consider it underrated, but now that you guys should probably watch that. Some of my favorites: Moon and Source Code.
So good.
Mhm.
You just like
David-
Source Code
The
because
best thing David Bowie left behind
Fargo.
is his son, because this guy knows how to do
Don't.
things. Not gonna make you cry. That's a good
Wow.
thing. He left behind a good thing, and his music. One that, if we're really talking underrated, it's a movie that got panned on Rotten Tomatoes and nobody really saw it. I think it came out in 2014. It's called I Origins. I know nobody has
I
seen this
need
movie,
to see this so badly.
and
That's
I
all Eric Stifler used to talk about.
I know.
I love
Mhm.
I Origins. It was originally supposed to just be called I, but they didn't have the budget to make this movie, and it's about how if you look into people's eyes, they reincarnate from other people. And the ending credits is one of the sickest after credits scenes I've ever seen. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it opens up this can of worms of, yo, just watch this movie, man. It's
A
so
movie that's
sick.
never gonna happen.
No, I need to see
No,
it.
it might happen.
You
It
think?
was on
Oh, I do think so. Oh,
literally just because it was
Ryan
on
just brought up
Netflix.
another really good one. I adore Mr. Nobody.
Mr.
Mr. Nobody is
I need
sick.
to see
Oh
this
yeah,
movie.
that's on Netflix.
I need
Yeah.
to see it so badly. People keep
Jared
telling
Leto.
me. I'm bugging
Yeah.
you, bugging
I'll
you.
say those two.
His emo hair.
Mr. Nobody and I Origins, I think, are movies that more people need to see.
Okay, so we didn't have Maria or Francesca, did we?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Francesca.
I was just thinking back. Obviously, everyone's seen this film. It's a cult classic, but Donnie Darko is pretty dope when you think about it.
Yes.
I have
I don't
so
even
many
know.
issues with that movie.
Oh, you do?
I'm in that movie.
I mean,
Oh shit.
it
I
was
should
really
have said
interesting. But I just,
2001.
oh yeah, of course.
Am I going to get mobbed if I say I haven't seen 2001?
Yes.
No, I haven't. seen
Everyone
that.
point and laugh. Ha 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 ha.
That's a long-ass movie, like, chill out. No, I understand. Donnie Darko is mind-blowing. I watched it for the second time, like, a couple of months ago, and I was like, I still have no, like, I'm still,
Mhm.
my brain is hurting. I don't know what's going on, but baby Jake Gyllenhaal is so damn adorable.
What about Baby
Yeah.
Me?
Baby, you, no. Okay, Maria.
Everyone's a baby in there, and it's so funny.
It is, it's
I
hilarious.
worked really hard in that movie, and no one even remembers I was in there.
No,
Wait, who are you?
he was one of the
Seth
bully
Rogen?
He was the rabbit.
guys.
Oh, okay.
Why
There
are
we
you
go.
wearing that stupid human suit? Maria, what is your
Love
sci-fi?
that line.
I like Gattaca a lot. I don't know if anybody's seen it. It's
I've
with
seen it.
Ethan
Ethan
and
Hawke
Ethan
and Uma
Hawke.
Yeah,
Thurman.
great.
It's
You watched it in
so
English?
good. I think it was like really big at that time. I'm not sure, and like nobody talks about it anymore. And I think it was the first time I saw Jude Law in it as well.
Mm.
And it's so good. I love the whole like predestined thing, and you know how some people no longer fit in this future, and he's trying his best to be what he wants to be. It was really good. Love it.
I have too many to recommend. But I'm probably just going to
Oh,
say.
you have a video on it as well.
Children of
I'm not
What
going to
about-
Children of Men?
Video.
What about Imaginarium of Dr. Panarsis?
I love that film so much.
That
But
was Heath Ledger's last film.
I think Ryan, that kind of more falls under this fantasy side of things.
Yeah, me too. I think
Kind of
so.
the science.
Okay.
I still love it. I still love it.
I guess I'll
still
leave-
think-
Enough blessings for you today.
I still think.
Ryan, would you say
No,
that
I
movie
don't
gets under your skin, Ryan?
Ooh.
I actually included that movie on one of my underrated movies list. I'm just gonna go for an obvious one, but I still think you need to see it. Predestination. Just please,
Yes.
please
Yes.
Very good.
Just do it.
watch it. Let it blow your
So
mind.
good.
Like the
I have
fact that
yet to see Predestination.
Ryan,
Me,
please,
me
Well,
neither.
Ryan,
Ryan.
we're
Ryan.
talking to you.
please.
Go
I
watch it.
haven't either, Ryan. We're good.
Like honestly, it
So
feels
good.
like
Fix that.
Nolan and Fincher kind of had a baby, and there's like a little bit of Steven Spielberg sci-fi in there, a little bit, and the fact that it's in 90 minutes and the quality of this film, like the writing and how they fit everything in, is even when you watch it for the second time, the explosions just can't no.
They
Yeah,
just keep happening.
it doesn't stop.
They
It
add
just-
more scenes on the second viewing.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, anybody would like to add anything else before we wrap up? And then, well, obviously we're going to announce next month's... Are we going to announce next month's pick?
We can.
Well,
Ashton, take it away.
Ashton.
enough
We'll announce it.
motherfuckers talking on that thing, so sure. Do you want me to do it now, or do you want
Go,
to say
Ash.
something?
Well, that's your cue, Ash.
Oh, Nicole. Hello, Nicole. Sorry, shout out to Nicole. She was on the
Oh,
chat.
hi.
Not
Oh,
even here.
And I
Shame.
think Adele was on there as
Oh, she
well.
was. Hi, Adele.
I think Ryan
You
Jacob was
sure?
on there as well. Hi, Ryan Jacob. Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah, I
how's
was
it
gonna say
going?
hi, Ryan.
Yeah, I saw
Okay,
people
Ash.
on there too. Wait, I'm
Ash,
trying to find it.
You can announce it. You know what the two are.
Ash, we're trying to help you out.
No,
here.
I'm going to. I'm like praying they're different.
They're not.
It's
They're
not.
It's the same.
Very sorry.
God damn it.
How can it possibly be different for the one you want to be? It's mathematically impossible.
Because, Art, I wished upon a shooting star last night, and you know what? Let me believe. Where the fuck is it?
Oh my God, it's not that hard.
Yeah, I mean, do you want
Madman.
us to say it?
No! It's mine.
I changed my vote for you, okay? So just get on with it.
It's not
It
even
didn't,
like
it
that.
didn't
All right,
matter.
Ash, I'm looking at them right now. Should I tell you and then you tell them?
Just
Oh my
announce them,
God.
Chase.
All right,
Chase,
we have
tell me-
What We Do in the Shadows at 1 and Tucker and Dale
Yeah.
versus Evil at 2.
I'm excited about
And Ash
this.
is cutting his throat now.
So pretty much for all of you guys who are in the group, or if you're not in the group, like we said, go over there, get added on the group, be with the cool kids, and then you make your own reviews for. It's supposed to be underrated comedies. Now,
Yeah.
I think the key word isn't that. I mean, they're both rated pretty well. It's
Let's
the fact
not-
that
let's-
they go under the radar. It's that not many people have seen those movies.
Let's
Yeah,
not
we went through a lot of discussion
Yeah.
whether these
About
movies were
open
underrated
space.
or not.
So know that that's what it is. So again, the
We're not-
movies are Tucker and Dale versus Evil and What We Do in the Shadows. I believe they are both on either Amazon Prime and Netflix.
What we
Not
do in the
anymore.
shadows isn't on streaming.
But
You'll
Tucker,
have to go out and buy the
Chuck-
$19 Blu-ray.
I
Yeah.
do believe it's on HBO Go if you subscribe to that.
boom,
Okay.
subscribe to HBO
Oh,
Go,
okay.
watch Game of Thrones.
I
and
have
then
that.
watch-
I have that. Then we're good.
Underrated TV shows, Game of Thrones. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking.
When all of you
Oh my
complain about the prices.
Did you mean the best
Your own
TV show
fault.
ever, Game of
Yes.
Thrones?
So I believe the schedule goes, everybody has up to the 15th to make a written review,
Yeah.
letterbox on your own website, on
Well, What We Do in
YouTube,
the
on
Shadows.
MySpace, on Vimeo, whatever.
Friendster. Don't forget
Yeah.
Friendster.
I'm only
Club
accepting
Penguin.
things from
You can
Vimeo.
add us on Snapchat and post your review on your
Club
story.
Penguin.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Post it on your story.
For the
So
first
the
movie,
first through the 15th is the What We Do in the Shadows,
What We Do in
and
the
then
Shadows.
15th
from the
through the end
15th.
of the month is Tucker and Dale.
and then
Right.
with a month from now, head on over to the Captain Vitus show where he will be hosting this same exact hangout, but over on his channel.
And it's going to be really sad.
Wow,
'cause I'm
you just
not
made a
happy with
very
those
good
names.
tutorial video.
Thanks, Art.
And Ash is going to be a way better host than
I was hyping it up.
I probably won't though, Rihanna, because I'm butthurt. I'm angry.
Just
I don't want
because
to talk about these
so
movies.
They came together.
You
But it's-
picked them. These were your choices.
No, they
He's
were
mad
not.
because no one chose.
He wanted They Came Together. I love They
These
Came
were all
Together.
y'all's
so I get
choices.
you.
That I
should have
added
just
'cause I needed
made-
10.
You should have just made a poll of They Came Together, like 10
Yeah.
choices of They Came
And you
Together.
know what? I should have, and that's the thing that I need to live
You
with now.
fucked
And
up, Ash. That's all on
eventually, I will show up dressed as Iron Man, going like, "Make an entire poll of They Came Together was the key." And
The key.
Okay, so let's wrap this all up. So thank you guys for watching. The first
I
Will
knew
you
she
guys
was going to do
chill?
that.
Can you please chill? I will literally hit stop
Yes.
broadcast without even saying anything. Okay.
Can't tell me to
Do
chill.
it. I've done it. It's great.
Okay, so yes, thank you for watching the first ever CineBrew Hangout for Underrated Sci-Fi. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know down below in the comments anything you thought about the sci-fi movies, anything about Under the Skin, or if you have a sci-fi movie you want to recommend, anything about Children of Men, anything like that. I'm going to let these guys plug their channels now. Ashton, go. Please don't take a million years, because I will literally hit stop broadcast.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Come to the Cat and Vita show. It's where I live. It's fun. We got cats. Something.
Okay, and Chase.
You can find me at a few mixed reviews. Posted 2 short films this week, so if you want to check those out, that'd be great. Let me know your feedback, and that's it.
I like it short and sweet. Francesca, go.
Art or fart.
Find me on Cinema Darling. It's great. Stay classy, y'all.
Maria, go.
YouTube.com/Cineclub channel. I'm the coolest out of all of them, except Mariana.
It's true. Mariana, go.
I'm Impression Blend. I just hit 10,000 subscribers, which is awesome.
Woo!
I'm excited. And I'm also doing, thank you,
Wanna share?
I'm also doing Game of Thrones recaps and reviews for every episode. So if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, you should definitely check my channel out.
Let's skip Brian. Art, go.
Wow.
Everyone's
Love it.
favorite.
Okay,
She's
so-
trying to take him off.
So find me at youtube.com/RyanJacob, and on my channel I do movie reviews, a little bit of movie discussions here and there, and currently I'm doing this little mini-series called Defending Star Wars The Force Awakens, where I'm just basically breaking down Star Wars The Force Awakens and characters, plot devices, and I'm going to have the next one coming next week. It's taken a lot longer than expected, and yeah, come check out the first episode that's already on my channel.
Arturo, go. Why am I calling you Arturo? Art, go.
I'm Arts Arturo, whatever you're going to call me, from the A to Z Show. It's a beauty and hair and makeup channel. You can definitely go check it out over there. But before you subscribe over there, make sure you subscribe to everybody else here before that. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Art is the only person that said to do that.
It's being a scumbag. He
Damn.
knows it too.
Anyway, I have been Rihanna from Rihanna Toria. You're on my channel, so I guess you found it. Good for you.
Congratulations!
You found my channel. If you haven't already subscribed to me and stuff, I just did a review for Civil War, so you should watch that. Go subscribe to these guys first, though, because they're all awesome. Thank you for watching.
You can't steal Art's thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
really.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Seriously.
Okay, I'm gonna hit.
Art was the one that was sucking up to us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for being a terrible host, but thank you for watching.
You were not.
Okay,
Seriously.
bye.
Bye, stay classy.